Okay, with that, I am going to turn the floor over to Emilee.
Alright. Good evening. I'm Emilee Rysticken. I'm an established entrepreneur. I have had a large passion for my hometown, Two Rivers, since as long as I can remember. I'm the third generation that is in Two Rivers out of my family. And at the end of my junior year, I decided that I wanted to fill the empty niches within my community. So at 17, I opened Screaming Donuts, which is an ice cream shop with donut ice cream cones. Within the first 2 months, it was a smashing success. I got a visit from Wisconsin's Lieutenant Governor. I won the 2019 Best in Business in Wisconsin. And fast forward to today, this summer I opened my second Screaming Donuts location. However, ice cream is not a passion of mine, and a seasonal business doesn't exactly solve the year-round issues. For years, I've wanted to create a community gathering space that everybody and anybody can call home. One that showcases my greatest love, which is coffee. So I will be opening the High Lift, a place that has been missing from my hometown since before I was born. A place that accepts all and is open to the public for a wide range of hours throughout the day. A daily staple presented in a comfortable, modern environment with the convenience of a drive-thru for people on the go and an outdoor, dog-friendly green space. My city currently has very few options for public meeting places. We have bars and one coffee shop, which I worked at all throughout high school. The problem with bars is quite obvious. You can't go there unless you're over 21. On top of that, it's not exactly a calm or relaxing environment that everyone can feel comfortable in. The coffee shop within our town has several issues, such as extremely limited seating, a very daily aesthetic, and on weekends they close at 3:30 p.m. and weeknights at 5 p.m. That doesn't exactly give students an opportunity to go there after school or sports or to hang out on the weekends. As well, that limits opportunities for business professionals, friends, couples to meet out and about in a non-alcoholic setting. It also limits the opportunities for things like musicians, bands, and food trucks, which I think would be really cool to have in our city. Our city's current coffee shop executes the objective of great coffee perfectly, but the High Lift wants to accomplish more than that. The High Lift is about creating community and providing people a space that they currently have to drive to Manitowoc to find. I wouldn't settle for a commercial property that wasn't going to be able to meet my objective of inclusivity. A place you can find a spot to sit and always feel welcome and comfortable. That's why I plan to also take the hiring process very seriously, because it's more than a business idea, and it's an opportunity to build a community within my community. A place where the barista knows your name, knows your typical drink, your occupation, and has a conversation with you every single morning. Baristas that eventually you come to call friend and make everybody feel welcome when they walk in the door. People need a good coffee shop within their community to give them that chance to get away, change their environment, relax without the stresses of their home life, whether that be screaming children or the pile of dirty laundry that's been sitting on the floor for a week. A place to work on business or homework, or meet with friends. It is really amazing what people can accomplish and create within the walls of a local coffee shop. I have done some of my best work in my local coffee shop. It can also provide students that may not have access to internet or a good home life a place to do their homework in a safe and comforting environment. The High Lift will also be a very authentic type of visitor center. A place where if someone's visiting Two Rivers, they can walk in the door, strike a conversation with the barista or a local regular, and get let in on all the best secrets that Two Rivers has to offer. It poses the opportunities for new friendships and lifelong connections. So, at the end of September, I bought an old auto shop on a busy corner in Two Rivers, and I've been working tirelessly day and night to renovate it. I have the vision, and let me tell you, that this old auto shop turned coffee shop will become a staple within my community, and I will not let it be anything less than perfect. So, thank you very much.
Wonderful. Now we are going to turn it over to the judges.
Thank you.
To ask questions and to have some further conversation.
Go ahead. I need to think of one.
Emilee, you're talking about coffee and the baristas. What else will be inside your store?
So, as I kind of said, lots of seating space, so it is a large building, but we will also offer bakery options, sandwiches, donuts, cupcakes, all that good stuff, as well as like grab-and-go drinks, bottles of water, cans of soda, juices, things like that. I also am going to carry merch, glasses, coffee mugs, branded and not branded, cute little stuff, t-shirts, sweatshirts, and then I would like to carry little knickknacks and things that people, you see in those cute coffee shops, notebooks and keychains, things like that.
What kind of hours you're comparing yourself to the other coffee shop? What kind of hours do you envision for yours?
So, potentially I would like to do 5 a.m. to catch those early birds that are on the way to the factory. When I started talking about this idea to people, many people said early, because they would go stop and get coffee, especially when you're starting work. I mean, they probably get up at 4 a.m. or so. Those people need coffee the most. So, to provide them the opportunity to stop in before work, 5 a.m. And I would like to stay open till at least 8 p.m. Business will get slower in the evening. I've worked at a coffee shop and I know that, but I'm hoping that the balance of the morning rush and the evening slowness balances out, because even though it's slow and you're not raking in a ton of cash, it's about providing people that space to study, and hopefully it keeps them coming back so that you are continuing to get that stream of income. But group projects and things, I mean, I would stay up till 4 in the morning working on homework sometimes in high school. So 8 o'clock is a goal of mine, but maybe some nights even opening up later.
Being an accountant in me, have you determined what, like, a break-even analysis, how much sales would you have to do to stay afloat, make profit, etc.?
So, with the purchase of the property and all the renovation costs and startup costs, I'm projecting about $250,000 for investing in the startup. On top of that, I'm projecting in sales to make about $200,000 in sales, and then take home about 50%. That is based off of the profit margins on a coffee. Your typical lattes, milk, espresso, and flavoring only costs about $1.50 to make. Go to any coffee shop, whether it's in a small town in the Midwest or a popular city in California, you're not getting a latte for any cheaper than $4. And depending on how many little flavor concoctions you can come up with, you can charge up to $6 for a latte. So that's a large profit range. My ice cream shop is open from May to September, and this is what I based some of my numbers off of. In those 4 months, we make about $100,000 in sales, and that's with the average sale being about $3.50 to $5. In a coffee shop, the average sale is about $79. So even if you cut the amount of people walking in the door in half, this ice cream shop, I mean, you get kids, you get adults, and it's busy in the hot summer. But even if you cut that number in half, you're doubling the amount of money per sale. And then you're adding 8 months onto the sale year. So I would project about $200,000 at about $100,000 profit a year. It would take me about 2.5 years to break even.
you have the one coffee shop in town. What is your other competition? Do you have bakeries that you can sit at, or what else is your competition? No.
We have no competition, and that's why I'm so confident in this working, because it's a need in our community, and no one's done it. That's the only reason it hasn't worked. No one's tried it. So on top of people being afraid to try it, there's not a lot of real estate in Two Rivers commercially that's not rough. So both of the real estate investments I've made in Two Rivers are going to did or will take up to 9 months to a year to renovate, and a significant amount of money. So for people to take that on, purchase the property, renovate the property, and open the business, it's tough, especially in the Two Rivers economy. So all our bakeries are grab and go. Our one coffee shop has one table that sits more than two. So I have strong confidence that it will be a prime meeting location for people of all ages.
Emilee, did I hear you say ice cream's not your passion? You opened an ice cream shop, you opened a second location, but this is what you really wanted to do?
Yes. So like I said, I've been looking for the perfect property for years. Ever since I basically started as a barista at 15, I knew this is kind of what I wanted to do. But I didn't want to just buy any building. It was about high ceilings, a good aesthetic, a good location, ample outdoor seating. I have a massive parking lot at this new location that I plan to break up, lay dirt and a lot of grass, as well as some outdoor seating tables. So there was a lot of things on my checklist that needed to be there before I could go for it, because this is the dream of my life. Every time I travel to a new city, I make everyone I'm with go to a local coffee shop at least once, if not every day we're there, because other cities have such beautiful coffee shops with beautiful aesthetics, beautiful architecture, and beautiful menus. So yeah, ice cream is good, but I personally don't eat it that much. It ends up to be good because I don't snitch too much while I'm working, but yeah, coffee is, I love it. It's great.
Do you have concerns about the labor markets as far as if you're planning to be open from 5 to 8, that's a 15-hour day. Labor market's already very tight, and I don't know much about the pay rates for baristas, but I don't think they're overly high paying as far as attracting workers and whatnot, especially with probably a company that won't have benefits.
So, I worked at a coffee shop throughout high school, and I started when I was 15. I would work open to close by myself. I unlocked the door, I prepared everything, I set up the cash drawer, I served every customer if it got busy. It was stressful, but still enough for one person to manage, and then I locked up the doors at the end of the day. So, one great thing about a coffee shop, and something I am confident about in this very sticky situation we're in lately with finding employees, is that you only need 1 to 2 employees at a time. And in those later hours, you'll only need 1. So, am I worried? Not terribly. It is hard right now, but with the low amount of employees needed, I think it'll be doable and extremely doable. It would be different if I was adding a kitchen or some sort of other service, but with just the coffee and grab and go snacks and bakery, I think it'll be quite easy to find staff, especially since it's year round. It's harder with an ice cream shop where it's seasonal and you can't promise someone a job for more than 4 months. So if I can do it there, I'm pretty sure I can do it at a coffee shop.
We have a few more seconds, 30 more seconds or so. Go for it. Ask a question.
After the coffee shop, what's next?
I don't know. I kind of keep figuring it out year by year.